What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of J Socials Touchline Talks. Welcome to everybody in the building. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody is staying safe. And yeah, man, let's get started. Another match review. The Europa League in Europe. Manchester United won. AC Milan won. Where do we start? Another lackluster performance again for Manchester United. Like I said, in all my recordings, I'm beginning to sound like a broken record when I say, you know what, Ole is not the guy. We can scapegoat players, we can scapegoat Martial, we can scapegoat everybody. Yes, all our players do have issues. Yeah, Martial might not be running enough. Maguire should have should have finished that chance. Daniel James should have finished his chance. We could point out everything that went wrong with each individual player, but the fact still lies. All roads lead to the dugout, which is Ole. Doesn't matter what team he brings out. It doesn't matter what personnel we have. We look poor. We look absolutely poor. We could talk about, Ole didn't have options off the bench. When Ole had options off the bench early in the season, he never used it. We had Beek, we had Telles, we had, Cavani. He never used it. Now we don't have players on the bench. Everyone is now trying to say, oh, Ole doesn't have the players. It doesn't matter. AC Milan was also lacking players. They were missing their top stars. But they still play the system that they play week in, week out, because they're a disciplined team with a coach who has a system. We talk about the Italian league. Oh, it's the Farmers League. It's the Farmers League. That's why Diallo is doing well there. Lingard, he's doing well at West Ham because it's a smaller club. Every player that has left our club under Ole is performing way better than everybody else that is playing for this club. We can blame Martial. We can blame everybody. This is absolutely not good enough anymore. Like, how many games are we going to keep saying the same thing? Every game is week in, week out. We don't have ball. We don't have good possession. We just pass around. We sit back and just wait for counterattacks. Like, a club like Manchester United should not be relying on counterattacks. Counterattacking football is part of the game. I get it. There's going to be times whereby you're going to hit a team on the break and score goals. But when your entire system is based on counterattacking, that's what a Fulham does. That's what a bottom league team does against the big teams. They counterattack because they don't have good enough players or quality enough players for them to dictate a game. Manchester United, our quality that we have, yes, could we have better players? Fred and McTominay are doing the job of one player. So we have two players doing the job of one player, and they still can't even do the job well. I know, yes, we can say we need better players. Yes, we do. But there are teams that are doing way better with less quality. So Ole has no excuse. Yes, I know we're sitting second in the league, and everyone can talk about, oh, we're second place. This football is going to win us games. It's not going to win us anything. And if you guys just want to keep recycling the same thing, okay, at least we make Europe. Let's say we make Europe next season. We make Europe. We probably, our group will probably Juve and maybe Barcelona or PSG. What happens? We get knocked out of the group stage again. We're back in the Europa League. We do the same thing, maybe get to the semifinals again, and we crash out. So guys, it's the same thing. It's the same patterns. It's been 2 seasons. Ole comes out post-match and says, the players are still learning. We're still learning. We're still working at it. We're improving every day. What improvement? What improvement? We've been getting the results, but on the pitch, I can't see what the game plan is. I can't see what the improvement is. It's been 2 seasons. Ole is still talking about we're trying to learn. Look at Tuchel. Look at Chelsea. Half a week of him being in charge, and we saw the transformation of that team. But Ole is still trying to sell the fans. False hope, guys. It's the hope that kills us. That's the title of the video. It's the hope. I know as a fan, we just keep hoping and hoping and hoping that things will get better. Ole will figure it out. We'll get better players in the summer. How can I trust that? Darren Fletcher has just been made the technical director, and whoever the other guy is has been made the sporting director. I don't have any confidence in those guys. What has Fletcher done in world football to give me the confidence that he's going to be able to push this club forward? Ole's setting camp on this team. Ole is setting camp on this team. If you guys don't realize that, Ole's going nowhere. He's going nowhere. There's talks of him signing a 3-year deal. He's going nowhere. He's going to keep selling us what we want to hear. And then we'll nick in results we'll just nick in results here and there, stat pad. But when it does matter, we can talk about how we beat Man City on the weekend. The reality is we can face Man City in a cup title, in a cup challenge, and they'll smack us. So it has nothing to do with Ole's a tactician or Ole's better than Pep. It has nothing to do with that, guys. Man of the match, I'll give it to Diallo. Just because he scored the goal. Kudos to Bruno. What a wonderful pass from him. But that was all he did all game. No, that's all he did all game. Fans are going to slate Martial because Martial came off. I think he was injured, came off. Diallo comes in and scores within 5 minutes. So everybody is now like, oh, Martial wouldn't have done that. But after that goal, Diallo looked gassed. Diallo did not touch that ball. Like, how many times did you see Diallo on the ball after that goal? So it goes back to we're not creating enough chances. We have teams just running through our entire midfield. Like we don't even have players on the field. Guys, this is not good enough. Cavani, apparently there's rumors now that Cavani wants to leave. I don't blame the guy. The guy has played at a top level for a very long time. You can't fool him. Ole can't fool him. Ole could fool the fans, but he ain't fooling Cavani. Same with Pogba. There's a reason why Pogba still wants to leave. If Ole was actually a good coach like Tuchel or whoever is out there in Europe that actually had a system, actually had a game plan, and actually knew what he wanted to do, Pogba would have changed his mind and wanted to stay. But Pogba might still stay just because of COVID and the contracts is kind of hard to pay that kind of money right now. A lot of teams are struggling. That's the only reason why Pogba will stay. If there was a team that had money for Pogba, Pogba will leave because there's no game plan. We have no plan in place. Bruno apparently is also stalling on his contract because Bruno is not blind. Bruno knows. He's worked so hard in his career to come to Manchester United, and he's realized that this was not what he thought. This is not the Manchester United he thought he was signing for. And now he's stalling on, the extension of his contract. Guys, open your eyes. We want Martial out. Van der Beek. Van der Beek is basically alienated. He could be leaving next year. Guys, open your eyes, man. Our midfield now consists of Daniel James, McTominay, Fred. I love Fred, but Fred is just not good enough to take us to that level that we need to be at. Fred, Matic, like this is our midfield, guys. This is a Manchester United midfield, starting 11, gaming week in, week out. This is the team that we're bringing in. Not good enough. Everyone can Ole all the excuses on the face of the planet. Every excuse we've given Ole. He doesn't have the right players. The board is not backing him. Oh, Maguire screwed it up. David De Gea is not good enough. Like, guys, when are we going to stop shaming our players? Our players have shown us that they have enough quality to win games. They've shown us that they have enough quality, guys. Ole is just not the guy. We're stuck in the past now. We're stuck in the past with our coaching staff, the board, everything. We're just stuck in 92, guys. We're trying to recreate something that is done. It's done, guys. We're not going to have the same coach for the next 25 years. It's not going to happen. No coach in world football is doing that. Let's get over our heads of this Manchester United, the DNA. What's the DNA? Counter-attacking football? Sitting back and let teams come at us? That's Manchester United DNA? It's not acceptable, guys. It's no longer acceptable anymore. Like, I don't get it. Like, we're Arsenal right now. We're slipping away, guys. We're slipping away, and we're not seeing it. We're not realizing what's going on. 5 years from now, when we can't even make the Europa League, that's when fans are going to start saying, oh, the board screwed us over. Ole screwed us. I love Ole. I don't want Ole to go down the same way Mourinho went down. And if Ole respected himself, he would realize this job is too big for him. This job is too big for him. We need better, guys. We need better. I'm tired of this counter-attacking football. 45 minutes, 90 minutes is dead football. And then we run away with the result and everyone just forgets about it. Not good enough. Where's Juan Mata? Where's Juan Mata? Where's Juan Mata, guys? Like, I don't understand what Ole's plan is. Ole is just, in the playground. It's just like the playground with the teacher and the favorite students. As long as the students that listen to the teacher, they don't get in trouble, he plays them. And that's what he's doing. He's rewarding players based on their behavior, and he's not rewarding players based on their work ethic and skill. Passion merchants just running around the field for 90 minutes. That's what we're promoting now, guys. But anyways, enough of the ramble. Like, there's nothing to take away from this game, guys. It's going to be peak in Milan. When we go to Milan, it's going to be peak, guys, because I think Ibrahimovic is probably going to be fit by then. And they're going to have a couple of their star players back. It's going to be tough in Italy, guys. And then once again, that's the Europa League gone. And then we face West Ham midweek, and then we're Leicester City in the FA Cup. Guys, we're basically down the same rabbit hole that we were last season. Ole finished third last season. He's going to finish second this season, maybe. And now top four is not even guaranteed in the league. It's not even guaranteed anymore. We're basically a game away from dropping off top four or dropping off second place. We're one game away from that, guys. It's not looking pretty. Our injuries are racking up right now. Tellus is probably looking at himself and saying, what the hell did I sign up for? I was at FC Porto. FC Porto just beat Juve yesterday. They're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Tellus was a starter on that team. And now look at where Tellus is. Can barely go past in the Europa League. He's not getting game time. Guys, there's something wrong, and it can't be just our players. It can't just be every day we're slating players. Next, give it another month. Diallo goes dry on goals. He goes dry on his performances. And now we start saying Diallo is not good enough. Nobody's good enough for Manchester United except for Ole. That's the narrative now. That's the narrative. Big clubs like Manchester United, AC Milan, all these clubs that were once great, Arsenal, they will keep selling you that dream. Well, AC Milan, what's in common? American owners. They will keep selling you that dream of a project. We're rebuilding. We want to give the youth a chance. You're not giving the youth a chance. You're not rebuilding. I don't see what you're rebuilding here, guys. They'll keep selling you that dream. 10 years is going to go by, and we'll still keep hearing the same, we're rebuilding. It's a project. It's a project. It's a project. This is football. This is a sport. You're either good or you're not good. There's no rebuilding in sports. Like, yeah, you can rebuild a team if the team is old and whatever, but you can't be rebuilding for a decade. It makes no sense. It means that if you're rebuilding for almost a decade, that means you're doing something absolutely wrong. It's the same thing in anything in life. If you're starting your own business and after 10 years, you're still trying to get that business off the ground, it means it ain't the business for you, or you're just doing something wrong. Same thing at work. If you're an employee and you're hired by an employee, and after your first 6 to 12 months, you're not performing on the job, 10 years later, you're still not performing on the job, and you're saying there's a project going on, you're getting fired. No one's giving you 2 years to get used to a job. But because it's Ole, because it's a legend, we can give him all the time that he needs. All the time that he needs. So guys, we need to stop being sentimental as a fan base. We need to start looking at the football that we play. We can't win every game. We can't play well in every game. I understand that. But I want to see consistency. I want to see a pattern. I want to see our players showing the quality that they actually have. I'm tired of this sideways passing. We pass the ball for half an hour. No chance is created. No chance is created. And then our forwards get slated on Twitter. It's extremely unfair, and it makes absolutely no sense. But anyways, guys, this has been it. I really appreciated those of you that liked, those of you that tuned in. I really, really appreciate it. Please go on the YouTube channel, J Socials. Please subscribe, like, and share. We'll be seeing you on the weekend. Man, games are coming fast, and it's going to be peak. But anyways, continue to stay safe, and I will see you next time, guys. Take care.